2024 Geely GX3 Pro vs 2024 Toyota-Raize, spec sheet battle comparison. Here's a breakdown of key specifications for the 2024 Geely GX3 Pro, Comfort variant, and the 2024 Toyota-Raize, 1.2 E CVT. Feature, Geely GX3 Pro. Engine, 1.5L naturally aspirated. Horsepower, 102 horsepower at 5,600 RPM. Torque, not applicable. Transmission, CVT. Drivetrain, front-wheel drive. Fuel economy, combined, not applicable. Length, 4,005 millimeters. Y. Height, 1,535 millimeters. Wheelbase, 2,470 millimeters. Cargo space, not applicable. Safety features, standard, dual airbags, ABS, ESC. Infotainment system, 8-inch touchscreen, Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Warranty, 5 years per 150,000 kilometers. Price, starting MSRP, not applicable, varies by market. Feature, Toyota-Raize. Engine, 1.2L naturally aspirated. Horsepower, 86 horsepower at 6,000 RPM. Torque, 113 Nm at 4,500 RPM. Transmission, CVT. Drivetrain, front-wheel drive. Fuel economy, combined, 16 kmpl, approximate 37.9 miles per gallon. Length, 4,030 millimeters. Width, 1,710 millimeters. Height, 1,695 millimeters. Wheelbase, 2,525 millimeters. Cargo space, 369L, with seats up. Safety features, standard, dual airbags, ABS, ESC. Infotainment system, 7-inch touchscreen, Bluetooth. Warranty, 3 years per 100,000 kilometers. Price, starting MSRP, P751000, approximates $16,100. Key points. Engine and performance. The GX3 Pro has a larger engine and slightly more power. However, fuel economy figures are not readily available. Dimensions, both are compact SUVs with very similar dimensions. The Raize is slightly taller, offering potentially more headroom for passengers. Safety features, both come with standard safety features like dual airbags, ABS, and ESC. Infotainment, the GX3 Pro features a slightly larger touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, while the Raize misses out on Android Auto. Warranty, the GX3 Pro offers a longer warranty than the Raize. Price, the Raize has a starting price listed in Philippine peso, but the price of the GX3 Pro will vary depending on the market. Additional factors to consider. Availability, check which car is readily available in your region. Features, look beyond the key specs on the sheet and compare other features offered by each car, like driver assists, comfort features, and interior design. Test drive, ultimately, the best way to choose is to test drive both cars and see which one suits your driving style and needs better. By considering all these factors, you can make an informed decision about which car is the right choice for you. Geely GX3 Pro vs Toyota-Raize, cute crossovers duke it out. The Geely GX3 Pro is now out in the Philippine market and it sits as a direct challenger to the Toyota-Raize. Both after all are subcompact crossover models, and they both promise an excellent driving experience within the tight confines of city roads. But the question now is, which is the better subcompact crossover? To answer that, we'll be comparing the specs of the Geely GX3 Pro Comfort against the Toyota-Raize E CVT. We chose these two because their prices only have a PHP 37,000 gap between them. Geely GX3 Pro vs Toyota-Raize, exterior. To begin, let's go over these two crossovers' dimensions. Comparing dimensions is crucial for buyers as it gives them an idea of how large the vehicle really is. Plus, these figures can also provide clues as to how spacious they are inside. The Geely model is 4,005 mm long, 1,760 mm wide, and 1,575 mm in height. Its wheelbase spans 2,480 mm, and it has a ground clearance of 185 mm. The Toyota model, meanwhile, is 4,030 mm long, 1,710 mm wide, and 1,605 mm in height. Its wheelbase is 2,520 mm long, and it has a ground clearance of 200 mm. The Raize is slightly longer and taller than the GX3 Pro. It also has a longer wheelbase and more in the way of ground clearance. The Geely model, however, is a fair bit wider than the Toyota. Concerning exterior equipment, both get halogen headlamps, LED daytime running lamps, and LED taillights. The GX3 Pro Comfort does come with an automatic function for its headlamps, a sunroof, a pair of power folding side mirrors, and roof rails. The Raize, in turn, does not have those features. Geely GX3 Pro vs Toyota-Raize, interior. Inside, both crossovers get a modern-looking interior with a decent amount of niceties. The two can also comfortably seat up to 5 occupants, and both also get a 60/40 split folding rear seat for added cargo capacity. Their drivers, meanwhile, get to use a tilt-adjustable steering column and an analog gauge cluster with a digital trip meter. The Geely does get a leather-wrapped steering wheel, while the Toyota gets a urethane steering wheel. Their seat covers, though, are vastly different. The Toyota gets fabric seats, whereas the Geely comes with PVC-type seat covers. Also, both come with manually adjustable driver's seats, but the one aboard the Geely is 6-way adjustable, while the Toyota's is 4-way adjustable. Also, the Geely model gets a push-to-start button, while the Raize uses a turnkey ignition system. For onboard entertainment, both the GX3 Pro Comfort and the Raize are kitted out with an 8-inch touchscreen. One key difference between these infotainment systems, however, is that the one on the Toyota has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, while the unit on the Geely does not. It instead uses an app called CarPlay. The Toyota touchscreen also has the ability to accept voice commands. On the flip side, the sound quality might be better inside the GX3 Pro Comfort, as it gets a total of 6 speakers. The Raize, in turn, gets only 4. Geely GX3 Pro vs Toyota-Raize, safety. Handling safety aboard these two crossovers is what you'd expect from a modern vehicle. They both come with anti-lock braking, dual front airbags, stability control, hill start assist, ISOFIX child seat anchors, engine immobilizer, and rear parking sensors. The GX3 Pro does get cruise control, which is not present on the Raize. Note though that parking might be easier on the GX3 Pro Comfort thanks to its reverse camera, which is not available for the Raize. Plus, the Geely also gets a tire pressure monitor, which the Toyota doesn't have. Geely GX3 Pro vs Toyota-Raize, engine. Under the hood of the GX3 Pro Comfort is a 1.5-liter inline-4 gasoline engine that's good for 102 horsepower and 142 Nm of torque. Power is sent to its front wheels via a continuously variable transmission, CVT. It also gets cruise control, which is absent on the Raize. The Toyota-Raize, in turn, utilizes a 1.2-liter naturally aspirated inline-3 gasoline mill that can generate 86 horsepower and 113 Nm of torque. It is also a front-wheel drive vehicle, and it also uses CVT. The GX3 Pro Comfort trumps the Raize in terms of engine output, which is unsurprising since the Geely has a larger displacement and it also gets one more cylinder. Both crossovers use a front McPherson strut suspension and a torsion beam-type suspension. Then again, the Geely gets disc brakes for all 4 wheels, whereas the Raize comes standard with a front disc brake and a rear drum brake. Geely GX3 Pro vs Toyota-Raize, variants and price. Geely GX3 Pro variants and price. GX3 Pro is 1.5 metric tons, PHP 778,000. GX3 Pro Comfort 1.5 CVT, PHP 878,000. Toyota-Raize variants and price. Raize 1.2 metric tons, PHP 751,000. Raize 1.2 CVT, PHP 841,000. Raize G 1.2 CVT, PHP 936,000. Raize Turbo 1.0 CVT, PHP 1,063,000. Geely GX3 Pro vs Toyota-Raize. Conclusion. In comparing the similarly priced GX3 Pro Comfort and Raize E, it's clear to see that if you prioritize engine power, you'd better lean towards the Geely. The Raize, however, does have an edge when it comes to its infotainment system. It might not have the 6-piece speaker set found on the Geely, but many buyers nowadays do consider the availability of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto a key part of a potential vehicle purchase. The Geely does get a few things better over the Toyota though. Namely, its roof rails can further expand its cargo capacity, plus its driver's seat adjustability is slightly better compared to the Toyota. Plus, it gets a sunroof too. Whatever your choices among the two, do take them out on a test drive. Doing so might provide more insights into their differences, and a specs comparison can only do so much.